Cool, we're good. So yeah, as I was saying, this was a fun one. Think of it as a way to have a user interface in front of your ML app. So it was a good one. Cool. In terms of other resources, we have a YouTube channel. You can see some other sessions we've had here in the past. We're trying to follow the deep learning AI sessions. The short courses are really good. So we did a couple of them on ChatGPT, the OpenAI version or the API of it. With a couple of hands-on or with no code sessions here where you could use simple prompting to do something fun without pretty much any code. We built something like a very RAG basic system as your company anything. You have your company data, you interact with it, you query it, you get answers back. We worked with Whisper, one of the APIs that transcribes audio to text. Think of it during a meeting or in a session like today, you're only interested in the audio part. You want to transcribe it and maybe summarize it or take key next steps and so forth. And then we had some more advanced sessions in terms of maybe you want to build an AI assistant that is aware of your company structure. Maybe you have a different team, like an HR team or a finance team or a billing team or a tech support team. How do you triage that? How do you triage that request to the different departments, where each one of them has a dedicated assistant? Then last session, we kicked off this generative AI session. I'll quickly do a plugin for that. I have the link in the comments somewhere in the event. Let's see. I thought I posted it. Looks like I'm not logged in. That's the problem. Yeah, probably that's right. Okay. Meetup feature, you have to log into the comments. Okay. So here I have a link, and I'll make this a little bit bigger, but we had some good ideas from the community. We can go over this in the end. Anything from chat with your data, get to know the story behind your book, create like a simple chatbot. We have some that had a lot of requests here for an AI assistant for our community here, our deep learning community, and on YouTube. Find one that meets your dietary restrictions. You know, there's different cool ideas here that we're gonna start working on them soon. Cool. So here I posted a couple of links. One of them is this Streamlit resources. It's a folder that has a little bit of code and what you need. But before
George, are you sharing? Are you sharing?
I'm sorry, I'm not sharing. You're absolutely right. So yeah, I shared the meetup, I shared the community page, our YouTube, and then the Streamlit part. It's a Google Drive repository. We're going to go over today what we're going to talk about Streamlit. But really, if you go to streamlit.io, you'll see this main website, which has a good idea of how to do it. You know, how do you go from code to an application? And it's really cool. I like their documentation. So that's what we're going to quickly go over today. The installation part, you know, pip install Streamlit and you're good to go. You can build an application by just starting Streamlit hello. It will run a Streamlit server on your device that you can interact with. And there are some fundamental concepts that we can go over. So let me make this a little bit bigger. Perfect. So yeah, as I said, once you install Streamlit, you can run your script by Streamlit run and then your script name. Some optional arguments there. You don't really have to see them now. But the flow is simple. You develop something, you save your file. There's an option in Streamlit where you can say reload the server, and the actual page will reload. So it's that tightly integrated. So yeah, every time you modify your source code or every time you interact with your app, the entire workflow will restart. And Streamlit executes Python code from top to bottom, as we'll see. You can display and style your data. You can display pandas. You can write to it. You can do some simple highlights. Again, this is all Python code. Well, what I'll do is actually go through an app development together, code by code, so you can see a little bit of its functionality. There's some more advanced features like caching. This is a core feature in Streamlit. Think of it as you're pulling data from the web, right? And every time your user interacts with your app, you don't want to do that step all over again. Or maybe it's a repetitive task, or maybe it's a highly high intense in terms of compute task. What you want to do is you want to cache the output of that function locally. So if your arguments of your function don't change, and if your function body doesn't change, Streamlit will cache the output for those same arguments for the same function code. And you do that with like this decorator here, Streamlit.cache data. So yeah, the values of input parameters don't change and the code inside the function doesn't change. Guess what? You run this function, you know the output, 1 + 1 = 2, just store number 2. They have this nice diagram here. So anything that you can store in a database, you pretty much use this decorator, st cache data. That could be a Python object, that could be a data frame, pandas, that could be an API call, anything like that. And then for anything that is not stored, you cannot store in a database, think of it like an ML model or a connection, you use st streamlit.cache resource. So that's the distinction here. There's a concept of state. Some of your applications might get really complicated and you need to maintain some kind of internal state. We won't do it in our session, in our simple app here, but that's something to keep in mind. Maybe actually we'll get to see this counter. That's a simple state, how many times our app is running. Connections, Streamlit makes it very easy for you to connect to databases. You can specify your database and you're good to go. In the backend, it uses this TOML secret file where you specify all your connections. So you have a secret file here. Please don't ignore it when you do it on a GitHub push, right? And then, yeah, you have all your information there, your login information, and then you just say, connect to my database, do some query, store it in data frame, and then display it. Okay, some additional features, theming. Yeah, you can do dark theme and all that. Fine. Let's see what else is here. Pages, you can do multiple pages. We'll see that today. You can have multiple pages part of your app. This is what I mean by multiple pages. And you can do static file serving. This goes more into like web development, but yeah, let's say you have an image or some content, you can host it on Streamlit and you can do your serving there. And also they have really good PyTest integration, so you can do testing with PyTest as well. So this is summary before we actually look at code. So pure Python scripts run from top to bottom, keep that in mind. Every time you interact with, every time a user opens the tab, the script is executed and your session starts, and you can have multiple sessions, one per user. As the script runs, Streamlit runs through your code and generates content on your browser. And every time you interact with a widget, your script is re-executed. So keep that in mind, we'll see that. You can do cache to avoid expensive functions, session states if you want to persist information between reruns, and you can have multiple pages. So if you want to take anything away from Streamlit, I think these 7 bullet points are those. They're under documentation here, summary. Okay, so I think the best way to learn is just look at tutorials. So there's under tutorial, there's a create an app here that we get to do. I have this introduction to Streamlit that I'll use as my collab, okay? And the reason I'll do that is because ideally you want to run this on your local Python environment, let's say PyCharm, whatever you're running. I wanted to run this on Collab. I'm like, I don't need this. I mean, who wants to install dependencies and all that? Can I just do it on Collab? I like Collab. So there was a few things that I had to take care of, and I'll share them with you. So I'll connect here. I'll make this bigger. Can you see? Yep. So first thing first, we have to install Streamlit. Then there are a couple of things I had to install just to get, think of it as there's a server that needs to run somewhere that needs to host Streamlit that I need to interact with. I'm not hosting anything. Let let the web do it for me, or let Collab do it for me. So I had to install this local tunnel package here, okay? Fine. I needed some content, like some Python scripts from my Google Drive. In this case, I'm not going to do it, but the full example is there if you want to say it. I wanted to build it piece by piece with you so you can see the full experience. And then the source code would look like something like this. And then to run it, you would run it like this. So before I do that, let me go to my drive here and let me do maybe this one. Let's build this app first. Okay, cool. So let me keep this on this tab and let me go to my folders here. Okay, you see I don't have anything. So let me create a new file. Let's call this demo Uber pickup.py. Okay, so you can see I'm literally doing this from scratch. Double click. I'm gonna put it here next to my notebook. Cool. So let's build this slowly together, okay? So some libraries, first of all, I'm just gonna copy paste code for us here. Okay, nothing exciting. Streamlit, pandas, and NumPy. I need those three. Then I'm gonna need a title. So this will be our first Streamlit interaction. All I've done is just set the title for my app. I'll save it. I'll go to my notebook. I will here add the code here and say I want my demo Uber pickup.py. Perfect. And I want this to run in parallel with Streamlit. Okay, so that is running. Now, how do I access it? A couple of things. I need to figure out what is my IP. So this is hosted somewhere, okay? Now I need to figure out how do I access this. So first of all, I need to figure out my own IP. So this is it. And second part, this is where the server is running somewhere on the web, you know? First time, this might not work. That's what I realized. And then, okay, I didn't want to wait. I know this by now. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to run it again. This is like a heuristic that I found from interacting with this local tunnel. Open again, it will give me a new URL. Click on it. The IP hasn't changed. Right. Come on. Okay, let's try it again. Usually the second time is a lucky time, okay. Okay. Let me stop it. Let's see if it's still running. Okay, I don't see it running. That's the problem. Okay. I wanted my demo. It's local host, it says. No, I think the port is a regular one. I think it's a reserved one. So why is it not running? Yeah. Oh yeah. 2 stars. Not sure why. Andy, let's see if let's see if I can connect to my Google Drive here. Permissions. This is one notebook that has kind of like introductory code. Mounted, copied, insert, fine. Just want to run it. Why? Oh, nine months. Okay, there it is. Woohoo. So now this will run. Okay. Come on, tunnel. I don't know. I was running it my place. I don't know if it's like an IP or rule. I mean, I can access the website. Let's try it again. It's there.
And this is just so that you can access it through a URL without having to access it locally in your computer, right?
Yeah. Okay.
At least in my experience with Streamlit, if you just do it locally, getting it running locally is super fast.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I do that then.
Yeah, I think, yeah, if you can run in your terminal locally, that should probably get around this networking issue.
Let's do that then.
Oh, yeah, and Android, I think, very similar thing. Yeah.
Okay. Let me actually export this then. So I'll download this folder. Stop running. Okay. Cool.
You can probably hit install Streamlit and I think that's, and oh, maybe the other benefits.
Yeah.
Pandas and, the other one.
Probably I have those.
Get Python on this. Do Python 3-m pip and then you do everything else as installed. Yeah. I understand basically just culture law, right? It's not the framework that you Java. For example, is there any like dependency injection mechanism that you like to use like for the for Streamlit? Yeah. Yeah, it's more just a UI library. I think I see it phrased like, we build people with Python notebooks and stuff. And it's very cool. We can share Python notebooks with other Python developers, but like, what's an easy way to take a lot of that same code and just give to someone on a URL? Like, so it's just like nice sort of UI that you can use to show off sort of code that you're playing with. Make it easier for maybe non-developers to play with.
Okay.
How's that different than laughing? What is that website? Laughing or Hugging Faces?
That's great. That's the one we're gonna see after this. Hold on. Sure, what? That's why didn't want to do this locally. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can do it here again. Right. So
This is why we should never look down on web development. Hard. Yeah.
Just run.
Good luck, buddy. Stand back.
Yeah. And 2 is all we need. And 2 is all we need. I'm like, I knew there was some hiccups, you know, but not this many. All right, all right, all right. So this is a simple one, but this is not the one that I want to run. Let's keep it just in case. Sorry, buddy, I'm gonna stop you. Oh, cool. Let me run my demo over here.
You stop right now, just in case.
Just in case. Oh yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't want to run this demo over pickup.py.
Oh, yeah, pick up instead of pick ups.
Oh, maybe I didn't save it. Don't tell me about that.
You have demo.
Oh, pickups. Thank you, sir. There you go. That's what. That was a test. I'm surprised nobody saw that. There it is. Okay. No server. No, it was just a typo. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoo! Look at that. 10 minutes to have a title. Okay. Competition mode now. Let's quickly go to the next one. So if you include a raw text like this one, hold on, where am I developing here? Oh, here we go. This will show up as, so I'm saving, and if I go here, you see this option under settings. I'll do run on save, okay? And there's another option that says wide mode. I'll do that later. Run on save means every time the file, see, source file change, it'll rerun.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yes, yes. That comes for free. All right. Next. I'm going to keep them next to each other. Let's fetch some data, right? So this is, so I wanted to show you this, what is the consequence between cache data and not cache data. Okay, so I'm going to have a datetime column here. Okay, I'm going to get some data from a CSV file. I'll read it, convert it to lowercase, and then convert something to datetime, right? If you have a large data frame, you might know this might take a while. So I'm just going to save this. And my app should run again, but I'm not displaying it. So let me do something with it actually. So I'm going to create a text element that says loading data. Okay. Let me close this by now. I don't need this anymore. Okay, something too much. Yeah. Loading data, load the first 10,000 records, and I'll print something else that says done. Done without using the cache. So loading data, okay, might take a second or two. And then based on Wi-Fi, it should say, loading done. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this simple and actually do it like this. And I'm actually gonna disable. Done. Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna disable this so you get to see this running on real time. There you go. I'm not gonna run it on save. Cool. So now I have to manually trigger the run. So let's say I refresh this page or I do rerun again. It's not even waiting. It's saying done. The code hasn't changed. Your data hasn't changed. I still have the large file you downloaded. Cool. Let's add some other features. So one of them is to actually a feature to toggle showing the data or not. Why am I not able to scroll? So yeah, there's a checkbox here that will enable me to rerun. If you click on it, it will display your pandas data frame, right? You can make it full screen, you can download it, you can search by using this show raw data checkbox. Cool. So that was this one here. Trying to make this a little bit bigger. Zoom in. Okay. I don't know if this is a monitor issue, but I can't seem to go down and doesn't scroll. I don't know why. Save. Okay. Anyway, maybe I can just. So I'll copy the entire. It's not that much of a code. The rest of the code. So after effortless caching. There you go. Cool. So let's see what else, what other features are there. So one of them, you can do analysis, right? You can do how many pickups I had by hour. So this is a Uber data set up in New York City. And I think this was aggregated. So which hour from 0 to 23 are popular? Looks like 17, 5 p.m. was popular. You can map them. That's another feature that you can do, right? So you can, this is interactive. You can zoom in. It looks like the bike share program, right, Robert? You can see what are the pickups at a specific hour. So this is 17, this is 16. As you can see, the app is rerunning. Every time I do something, it will rerun it. So let's say early morning, maybe 9 a.m., 8 a.m. These are the pickups on the map. So yeah, maybe I can use this as my code. So that was the checkbox, the histogram to calculate the values, the bar chart, and then if I wanted a map, there's streamlit.map and a data frame, and I have a filter here for hours that you can map it. So as you can see, it's pretty convenient. Okay, let me show you another one that has a little bit few more features. This one is, okay, I'll stop this running. This is the multi-page app. Okay. No typos here. Yep, multi-page app is running. Okay, let's run it again. This we can close. Awesome. So this is a bit more complex. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Sorry, my zoom is getting in the way. There's a main page here. It says select a demo above, and there are a couple of things to enable paging actually. So let me go back here. I have to create a new folder here called pages. Okay. And within pages, I have to do upload. And let's go to my Streamlit. I can have emojis in my scripts, as long as it's a Python script. It's okay. We'll look at them. So this is the first one. Okay, zoom in. Yeah, it looks like when I zoom in, I cannot scroll. So this is a plotting demo. Okay, you're gonna see some, I think it's a random number generator, but you're gonna see the histogram of it. The second one is a mapping demo. Again, all this code is in the repository there. Okay, looks like I can scroll here, but not when I do Command plus. Interesting. Oh, okay, I can do it. Perfect, perfect. And the third one is a data frame one. Okay. So let's look at the first one here. You see now my app is updated. So I have my plotting demo here. So it's a combination of plotting and animation, right? So it's plotting some numbers and it's graphing them. I can rerun this. There'll be another series. And again, the code for this is some random number generator here. And after a while, after 100 runs, it just plots them. Cool. The mapping one is a little bit more interesting. This is using PyDeck. So this is a geospatial data. Let me make this full screen. Woohoo. This is the Bay Area, right? So what we see here, and nobody's going to find is more interesting. You can see the bike rentals, their bus stops or train stops, their names, and what is the flow of traffic, right? So you need to select at least one. So let's look at bike rentals in San Francisco for a given period of time. And you can zoom in, right? You can see this is by, I don't know, some kind of hex geospatial rendering. Then let's enable the exits of BART. Let me remove rentals for now and their names, as well as the flow. So I'm curious to see what is the flow of traffic, right? From station to stations. This is the SFO, north here, downtown, the bridge, Oakland, and so forth. So yeah, you get to see the flow in a really cool and interactive way. And the code for this is here. Okay, perfect. So mapping demo. This is the data for it. This PDK, right? This is the PyDeck, has its own configuration. So in your own JSON information, it looks like that. BART information, stop information, and BART path information. Then you add these layers on top of each other. You have a central point of where you want it to be focused. And then a generic message, please select one if you didn't select one by default. Cool. Let's look at the last one. This is a data frame one. This is really cool. So I'm going to actually do this in this wide mode so you can see it. See, it widened a little bit my screen. So this uses STWrite to visualize pandas, right? It's from United Nations Data Explorer data. What is cool about it, you can select pretty much any country you want around the world. It has most of them, if not all. And all we're plotting is gross agricultural production, not GDP, right? So I think that's measured in billions of dollars. And you get to see, let's say, China in dark blue and United States in light blue. Let me remove China for now. So yeah, all the way from 1960 to maybe early 2000s. I like this. So yeah, if you maybe pick a smaller country, I don't know, say Italy, Poland, Canada, maybe. Okay, comparable. Woohoo. You can see it. I'm originally from here, Albania, and I've lived in Greece. So let's add those. Probably Albania is going to be at the bottom, yeah, very small. Then Greece, then Italy, cool. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is really cool. Check it out. Really interactive, and you can maximize this. Let's see, you can probably get the data as well. Yeah. So this is with Vega, if you've used Vega in Python, right? You can view the source, Oh, that's cool. You can export it and you can save it as an image.
It's very cool how little code you needed to get a very like professional interactive demo. Very cool.
This is the code, yeah. So Streamlit, Pandas, Altair was the nice, I guess, drop-down menu that you used. So yeah, let's see. This is the data for it. Choose countries. And then based on the countries, you normalize it, I guess, for $1 billion. You select your, what do you want your index to be? It looks like year is the index, and the x-axis and the y-axis is the gross agricultural product. You might have other fields here, right? You just pick one here to visualize. And then this Altair code. So yeah, add it, encode it as year, and color by region. So yeah, I mean, 50 lines of code here. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Not that much. Yeah. And the menu is here. Yeah. You can go back and forth. So maybe this is your app, right? You can check it out. Cool. Any question, comments before I share more about the community of Streamlit and, you know, take a quick minute break here? Yeah.
Does it still have the balloons function?
Balloons function. What is that?
It makes balloons show up all over your screen.
If you type happy birthday, what is the secret code for that? Thank you. Okay.
It's T.balloons.
Say no more. Hold on. Okay, let's do this. st.balloons.
Central function, yeah. Very important.
Okay, I'm gonna add it to maybe my plotting here. Maybe. Oh, it's there. Is that a function? Okay. It's plotting, it's plotting, it's plotting. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It was worth it. Okay, I learned something new. Cool. I love it.
Very fast.
Very satisfactory, right? Yeah. You worked so hard for this demo. Cool.
Today, so, upload it to GitHub and then reply to the Streamlit website.
Yeah, that's a good question. So what do I do with it? Right now it's running locally, right? So another fun thing you can do is let me see, where's the page for this? So this is the demo page. But yeah, you can deploy it for free on their Streamlit community cloud. You can look at their communities, community forum for any questions, advanced features, API if you want to do it, you know, programmatically. But yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to show you. On Streamlit, there's a community. I actually like the gallery side of it. This is what I wanted to show us. So you see topics here like trending, LLMs, we're in Gen AI apps, right? So LLMs, Snowflake Power, data visualization, geography, science, sports, finance. So maybe a cheat sheet. Let's look at a cheat sheet. So this is running on the cloud now. It's not running on my computer, and it's rendering from the Streamlit's cloud. So this is an actual Streamlit app. Okay, if you want to look at the code, there's a little GitHub link here, and it will tell you literally the code for it. Okay, I just want to show you a more polished version, right, than ours. So than mine. So you can display text, display data, display media, columns, tabs, and so forth. Yeah, this is one cool feature that if you have a GitHub, actually that's all you need. You can host it on the cloud platform and you can run it. Let me show you some other cool ones. Maybe around LLMs, since we're doing LLM, right? This one is a simple one that maybe we can build. You'll see the code is not that complicated. Okay, it's running. So all it does is, first of all, you need your API key here. Okay. I guess for obvious reasons, right? They don't want to be charged. But then you can do like things like there you go. you upload a file, I think. Oh, this is with Anthropic. Yeah, you upload a file, and then you can track with it like a very, very basic RAG. You can do search, you can do just some examples with LangChain and so forth. So yeah, let me show you the code for that, just to get us inspired. So yeah, enter your API key, the title, caption, the prompt, and then here it's using session states to manage the user content, and then some chat completion here based on some backend model, in this case GPT 3.5, and then back and forth communication with the user. So yeah, Streamlit and OpenAI, that's really neat for the first part.
The chat methods are all just provided by Streamlit, it looks like all
No,
the chat
anything that
methods?
begins with, let's see, OpenAI, anything with ST is Streamlit, client is OpenAI. So client.chat is OpenAI, st.something is Streamlit. Yeah. Let's look at another example. Let's see. I found some good ones. There was a really good one that I think the Streamlit team built. AI interviewer, no. Oh, this one. This one was a really cool one. I don't know where the code for this is. I really like this ad. So state of LLM apps of 2023. I think this is based, okay, there you go. But if I go there, it just takes me to the generic page. Here, there must be a repository for this app, okay? But what I like about it is it's pretty interactive. So there's a click here, tells you a little bit about it, top models, future is multi-agent, vector databases, chatbots. Next one, developer growth, right? So apps created, unique developers, and adoption, right? So what is adoption? OpenAI, LangChain, Hugging Face, Transformers, FIAIs from Facebook, Pinecone, and all that. So I think this is a really good data set that they explored. Top models, we've seen this drop down before, right? Llama, Transformers, Hugging Face, Cohere, Anthropic, OpenAI, right? Holidays, December, I don't know. People are tired, like so many topics. I don't know, it's hypothesis. Orchestration tools, you can do count, you can do percent of usage maybe, and we'll do that. So that is pretty cool feature. Vector database, right? So Pinecone, ChromaDB, VB8, Elasticsearch, Facebook one, and so forth. Single text input versus chat, okay. And then some other examples. What are some concerns? Obviously, trust, privacy, cost, skills. This is just a diagram of the fundamental architecture of an LM app, about this and about methodology. And somewhere here should be something about data, what they used. Aggregated data only. Okay. Somewhere on their app, they should say exactly where, what is this based on. But I think this was really well put together, right? It's like almost like a web app that you can interact with. Oh, you can close this as well. Yeah, let's look at some other ones, maybe data visualization, right? If you want to use this. I'm just gonna, okay, this looks interesting. Not sure what I'm looking at here, but this looks like a monitoring maybe. Okay, something is not running there. And while that's loading, maybe another one. Or maybe something from not tech. Let's see, what do we have? Geography, maybe? Yeah. What is this? Yeah, it's still running. Okay. Location address. Woohoo! Can I change this? Right, is it this thing? This is a new art. Art meets data. I don't know. This looks cool. Looks like a coaster. Yeah. 820. It's doing something. Radius. Okay. Color theme. And okay, it looks like I have some presets. So that Macau, Barcelona, yeah. All right, look at that. Is that, I don't know, let's make it full screen. Is that representative? Okay. Is the White House, right? Is that what we're looking at? Okay. So, Pennsylvania, all right. Washington Monument. Cool. This was cool.
Yeah.
And there's some other ones. Okay, Barcelona, if you've seen it from the top, they have their structure, unique structures. Yeah, I just want to show you some other ones out there, okay? So that you're inspired.
Components that the community provides too. I don't know.
I mean, these are examples that people have built. Yeah, this is the person, this is their code. You can literally look at it. Community has, yeah, forum, has a GitHub, has all kinds of ways for you to connect. I just like the gallery feature of it. Yeah. Okay. Barcelona, yeah. This is how their city structure looks like from top, right? They have their own close neighborhoods to traffic. Cool. Questions, comments, feedback? Before take a quick break and then we'll talk about Gradio. Streamlit, yes, no, might use it. Ignoring all the technical issues. It's straightforward. Anybody online, please, yeah, let me know. Okay, thank you. All right, let's switch gears then. Let's talk about Gradio. Let me open a new window and let me go to Deep Learning AI here. And under short courses, they have one on Gradio. Enroll for free. Who remembers me? So I didn't find a good way to do this on my laptop.
I did.
You
We're
did?
missing a test I know.
Wow.
It's all the time, though.
Yeah.
Hugging face, there's no S there. Just kidding.
In the directory tab to
Yeah.
the library.
Got it. Thank you, Melissa. So a little bit about Gradio. Gradio is a product built by Hugging Face. Okay, Hugging Face. Let's see on my search here. So you know the open source community here that you can host your models, you can host your leaderboards. They have this concept of spaces where we can publish things. Yeah, so models, data sets, forums, documentation. So where Streamlit is more like a Python toolkit, you can develop anything in Python. Streamlit will run it for you. Hugging Face is like, okay, let's really focus on anything that we in Hugging Face deal with. So anything about models, anything about data sets, more like machine learning kind of approach. It's not as fancy as Streamlit in terms of, hey, give me a visualization of bike rentals in DC. No, can't do that.
Does it have balloons?
Have what?
Does it have balloons?
Balloons? No, it doesn't have balloons. No, if that is your check, no, I'm sorry, but it has some nice features I get to see.
Give it instructions.
You can give it instructions.
And could show.
Oh yeah, I like
That's it.
the creativity in this room is off the charts. Keep that thought. It might have balloons. It might. Balloons will be on the menu. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in here. Okay, so I'll run it from the course if you don't mind. Okay, I didn't find a way I was saying to run this locally. They have this backend feature here, OS environment, right? So you can look at their API keys if you want. But from our perspective, what we're gonna do is use this Hugging Face API summary base. And if you take the course, that's basically the short story is you don't need a billion parameter model. to do something very simple as like a summarization task. That's been studied in NLP for many years. You don't need a billion parameters for that. You need like a few million, you know, and it will do a decent job. Why is that important? Because it's not as expensive and it doesn't take forever to run. Not forever, but it's very, very fast, you know? So yeah, that's their selling point, that you don't need, you know, Anthropic, or you don't need OpenAI or Claude and all that to do a summary of a 2-paragraph page. You can have your own open source. I mean, you can use an open source model from Hugging Face. It's very small. You can probably fit it in your memory, definitely. And it's yours. You can run it as you wish. So this is one of them. This API summary base is one of them. So what we're going to do with that is, let's see, how do we use it? And this is how you run it locally. This is the difference. So if you run it locally, from Transformers is a Hugging Face library. You would import pipeline, and if you do summarization, you can specify the model. In this case, they're using this Stilbart CNN 12.6, right? So absolutely.
Where it says model equals, yeah, you need S Schleifer. That's where the text is. If you put S Schleifer, it'll look.
No H, you mean?
Just add an S, prepend an S to S Schleifer.
No, okay. Is that what you mean? I mean, for me, this worked. Didn't.
To run it locally.
Oh, locally, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even try locally.
That was
Oh,
the-
got it. Got it. Okay, so this is run. We have a summary here, text, right? The tower is 324 meters, about the height of 81-story building, the tallest structure in Paris. So it's talking about the Eiffel Tower. It surpassed the Washington Monument. How dare they, to become the tallest man-made structure in the world. A title held for 41 years until the Chrysler Building in New York City was finished. Okay, taller. And then I think it was another building that surpassed it. I was curious who that building is. Do you have any idea which is the tallest building right now in France? Taller than in France. Okay, fine.
I'm not sure this is a race here.
We can ask the LLM, you know? So all we're doing here is calling this get completion method, and we're using this Stilbart CNN 12.6, okay, which is here. You can tell a little bit more about it. Yeah, 200 million parameters, okay. And it will give us a summary. So the tower is this feet tall, about the same height. It's the tallest structure in Paris, the second tallest in France, after this. And I'm like, what is this? Any ideas? Get ready to be surprised. It's a bridge. Now look how tall it is. Yeah, that's why it's taller than the Eiffel. Well, you can drive on the bridge. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Right now, we haven't used Gradio though. Right now, we just interacted with Hugging Face. We asked it a question to summarize. It summarized it for us. Cool. How do we use Gradio? Well, we need to install it, and then we need to import it here. This is just wrapping the previous call in a function. If you have any windows, let's just close them now. And this is Gradio. Anything that begins with GR, Gradio, you have an interface. It takes as input a function that we need to call, in this case, summarize. And these are key concepts in Gradio. What is our input and what is our output? In this case, it's text and text. Later, you're going to see text and image when you want to do image generation, or the other way, image and text. You put an image, it gives you a description of what is in the image. And then launch it. So hold your breath. This is running it on Deep Learning AI's Jupyter Notebook backend. Okay. Exciting. Something is spinning. Woohoo! Look at that. We got some buttons. So what are we doing with it, right? So we have a summarize. So let's find some text to summarize. This is a very short text. Summarize it for me. All right, exactly. This is what I noticed, guys. I'm like, hey, yeah, but I lost the sales pitch, you know, nobody's gonna buy this. This is a very short text from an author of a short book. Is the first time it's starting hallucinating, you know? We're happy to reveal the book for only $1.99. What? Okay, I got scared to be honest by this. You know, the less you put,
Yeah.
the weirdest things you get. Okay, let's go to Wikipedia. That was recommended by the course instructor. Pick our favorite topic of the day.
Yeah, but I found with
Okay.
GPT-3 before chat, if you put in just like one letter or like one word, it would often give you paragraphs. It would give you the craziest responses.
Yep.
And it's so little to work off of that it's just, you
That's-
know,
You didn't know that.
it didn't know better. Yeah, it didn't have reinforcement learning to not give you a crazy output.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk about Winter Olympics, okay? Hopefully it's positive. No, it's World War II. No, back. Spacewalk, sounds positive, please be positive. Okay, I don't know about this, so I'm just gonna copy paste it, okay? Disclaimer, YouTube, whatever, sorry about this. This is negative. I literally have no idea what this is about. Okay, submit. So we're talking about a walkable sculpture, guys, in South Korea. Okay, by German designer Heike. Thank you, and Ulrich. Okay. Okay. Soft opening November 2021. We're good. I'll take it. It's good. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I find this fascinating. Like, if I start entering something very simple, hello? I'm afraid to hit submit.
It'll tell you something.
Hello. It's a weekly. It's like, what? Is this the data where it's coming from?
Oh my god.
Lose a track, but
Yeah.
It gives you a URL too.
Yeah, it tells you the URL, right? Where it's training from.
yeah.
Who are you? Okay. All right. It likes ireport.com.
Never knew you were a lot of.
So yeah. So I can summarize for you, but give it some, give it some push. Cool. What else can we do? The other thing you can do is this share true. So if you host it locally, actually if you run it locally and if you do share true, it will generate a URL for you, then you can give to your friends
Or your
and
team.
scare them and
Your
and
friends.
scare the heck out of them. I'm saying they'll host it for you, and you have a URL, and the URL you open it will be this UI.
Or but you host it yourself for 3 days.
Oh, you
like,
do?
On your local machine if you run it locally.
Okay.
I did, and I got my teenager to try it and it worked, and it was like a huge win.
Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Okay. All right, this was fine. Summarization we can do. What else can we do? So there's another concept of named entity recognition, right? NER. So what does that do? So let's say you have a large corpus and you want to analyze it. Okay, who are the people, who are the places, the building, or who are the whatever concepts, right? And this NER, BERT-based NER, I think only has 4 or 5 different categories. So if it's a person with a confidence score, if it's an org, and then some base beginning of an entity, intermediate entity, a lot of JSON, or if it's a location. We can make it prettier, right? So we can create our own new NER function here. Okay. We want our input to be text and our output to be entity. So this is the backend that Gradio offers. It gives you an entities output. Okay. We can do something like, hey, we don't want the generic input output. We can actually label our, I'm going to run this. It's going to take a second. We can label our input and we can label our output. Look at that. We can have a title. We can have a description. If you noticed before, there was a flag here. I didn't get to use it. See this flag? You can disable that. I don't know why you would do that. So let's see how this looks like on Gradio, right? So sure, my name is Andrew and I live in California. That's Andrew Yang, okay. So this is what it would look like, right? So Andrew is a person, California is a place, okay. You do this now and you get this long output and you're like, what is this? And these are actually tokens. So HU is a token, this part is a token, this is a token, this is a token. Okay, fine, we can do better than that. Some code to combine all the tokens that begin with B and have I in their intermediary step. This was like, I'm like, why you have to write your own code? Just Just make it in the back end and give it to us. So let's see. After some coding. Okay, Andrew, okay, fine. So person, org, location. Person, location, org. Okay.
Can it do dates? You say like, and I was born on December. or something.
Lisa? Anything else? And you like Hugging Face or Streamlit?
Yes.
I mean, I think Hugging was it 1 word or 2 words? No, it was 1. And the other. Thank you, Melissa. Ah, what happened?
I broke it.
Out of tokens? Oh, there you go. It takes 2 clicks. All right, we're good. So yeah, person, December. You missed the date?
I could do dates.
Usually, naming expert recognition usually, it's, everything's like a proper noun, usually. Yeah.
Say 2023? No? Oh, okay. So then if you look at the, maybe the documentation for NER, let's see, where is it? And what was the name of the model? Distilled bird. Yeah, this one, if you go to their documentation, I don't think they do dates then. Yeah, there you go. That's what they do. Outside name, miscellaneous. I should tell me at least miscellaneous, right? Person, org, location. That's it. Ah, come on. Okay, that's a start. Yeah, it only does those 3 or 4 categories. Cool. So this was on text, okay? Questions, comments on this? I'm gonna switch to images now. All right, let this start. Anybody on Zoom? Comments? Close this. And import the same thing. So this is image to text. This for me did not work even on the course material. I don't know if you tried it.
What model is it using?
No, it's using Salesforce Blip
Okay.
image captioning base. This didn't work for me. So this is one of Salesforce. So the way it works is you have an image, you pass it through an encoder, you do all this complicated, math here, and you get your output, right? So you give it pairs of images and captions, and you train this network given a new image to give you the caption. So what is dog wearing? Pair of glasses. Okay. Woohoo. Yeah. Okay, let's try this. So we're going to use this. We have a URL here of a cute dog, but it doesn't work, damn it. I mean, this blip image, I don't know, it's not hosted properly. If you look at it, OS, I don't know. They use some kind of reverse proxy. I was trying to troubleshoot this actually. Yeah, they use some kind of reverse proxy that for some reason doesn't work. So yeah, it doesn't do image to text. Okay. Okay, fine. One concept that if you want to do this over API calls, you have to convert them to base 64. That's one thing you can take away. And you can add some examples, and these examples are locally hosted. So if you like to see them, just go here and you get to see the notebook that you're running as well as the images. So there's a bird. You get to see it. Yeah, you can upload your own image, or you can do the bird. Yeah, but I get this error that it's okay. I guess if you do it locally, you can troubleshoot it. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is running fine. So that was captioning. Now this is image generation, so text to image. Okay. Let's run this. So this is a different base, okay? And I'll tell you what the model is. This is from Stable Diffusion. Yeah. So Stable Diffusion.
And then you just got like 1 gigabyte or even like.
So you give it a prompt. I'll get ready to see your balloons. And it will generate an image. This takes what, like 10 seconds, I guess, 15 seconds for me. Yeah. I don't know. Every time I look at image AI generated content, I'm like, oh dear God, please.
I know, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about you, but like, what is this? Peace, peace, peace. Rerun. What the? Dogs and cats, guys. AI generated. Not as cute as the internet.
Appendage of the dog.
There's an extra, yeah. Extra finger, extra, yeah. Don't pay attention to details, okay? Just like casually look at it and then look away. Don't put this on your birthday card. Okay, please be cute. Please be cute. Prompt engineering, a super cute dog. I'll try. You tell me. I'll try it. Cute fluffy dog.
I actually did play.
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, fine.
I think there's an extra leg.
Extra leg. This is the
Yeah.
new and improved version. Yeah.
I will say I did play with the adjective. I put like an ugly dog. Honestly, there was no.
No distinction.
I couldn't tell it.
You couldn't tell them. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
something with like hands, if you put in like a wrong hand or something, if you said what you didn't want, sometimes it would actually give you a better hand. I think people still figuring out.
Okay.
How to make the dog with it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, negative prompt.
There was a negative from you. You'll see it. You'll see it here. Okay, so now that was the API call, right? Now we get to build an app using Gradio that does pretty much the same. So it has input now is a text box. The output is an image, title, description, so forth. So title, description, your prompt, and your results. Okay. I don't know. The instructor, he lives in Vienna, so he mentioned this. I wasn't super interested in that. A winter day in Washington, DC, maybe. I just wanted to have something. Very generic, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And whoa, okay. I don't know. Does this even exist though? Where is this?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about, right? This might be Pennsylvania, but there's traffic there, no trees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take ideas at this point. Prompts. Yeah, you tell me.
I got pretty decent results from
Yeah?
this one, putting in like a winter day in a northern climate, you would get snow, and I put in like a winter day in Bangkok. And it looked very tropical.
Oh, I see. Okay. In Barcelona, is that what you're saying? Or Bangkok? I don't know Bangkok, so I don't know. I've never.
Fortunately,
Okay.
They wear scarves.
San Diego, maybe?
San Diego.
He's Singapore, because I don't think they get one.
Have you been though? Can you tell us if it's true?
I was there during the Christmas.
I need a winter. Tell me how you want the prompt to be a little bit more tailored?
Winter day.
I don't think it's fun.
Okay, I'm curious now how winter is in Singapore. According to Stable Diffusion.
It's like,
All right, Melissa, does it look right?
I don't know the skyline.
You know the skyline? This is a classic building though. Remember this looks like a,
Hey, George.
Yeah.
Could you try, so I've been trying something with logos as well. So something like maybe if we try, a restaurant logo, just see how it handles text or how it handles shapes as well.
okay, let me try that. Yeah. Melissa, is this Singapore?
Singapore, I would.
No? You didn't go to this park?
I don't-
You didn't stay in this building?
Yeah, I like
Okay.
Like that thing, there's like an artificial forest.
Yeah.
I think that's what
That's what it is?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Singapore, right?
Okay, so Jonathan, you're saying something about a logo? The logo, it doesn't do well, Stable Diffusion, so which restaurant you do not like at all?
McDonald's.
McDonald's? Oh my God, I feel bad for them.
Maybe we could do like a storefront.
Tell me the prompt, tell me
so-
the prompt.
A McDonald's storefront,
Curious if this will run into any.
with visible logo, I guess.
Dolly can't do copyrighted, entities, but I wonder if proper noun. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the word McDonald might set it off.
Yep. I mean, I don't know.
All right, look
Close
at that.
enough.
How many M's you can get, you know? 1, 2, 3 arcs, yeah.
M&M, literally.
I think there's a real window to how.
There's a real window? Hold on, I'm trying to-
It's just like, yeah, it's just a bunch of, and like, doesn't really like pay attention.
How about we change it to half of the storefront?
Half?
See if you get back to one now.
Okay. Is that what you mean? Sure. Input welcome. All right, there you go.
We got some text, okay.
Yeah.
To be honest, it did better than I thought it would.
Like represents less.
At least on the bottom is correct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Correct furniture though. So like, I think that's the same type of machines.
Any other requests?
Hey, Robert, could you look at the chat for mine?
Sure. What do you have? Fissure opening in Grindavik. I don't know enough about that phrase to know whether it's advisable for me to copy and paste that into here.
Is Kevin?
Like a lava fission. That's
What was that?
by fission I mean lava fission here. It's like it's a real possibility in like the coming weeks.
Oh, is that Iceland?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like a real place.
Hope it's something that's
All right.
All right.
What is that?
There's some stuff.
Is it a cave or is it? I don't understand. Right? Oh, it looks like I don't know what this is. There's some water coming from underwater.
Almost looks like a sinkhole.
It's a parallel universe where, yeah, the water, I don't know. This is ground, this is water, ground.
So Gordavik, I think, is a town, and I think it's like a geological thing that's happening in that town.
Oh. A beautiful town. Oh, it has hot springs, okay.
that's the Blue Lagoon, which is like
Yeah,
some kilometers like to the north of the town.
okay. Cool. All right, let's look at the next one. Oh, this was an interesting one with a more advanced interface. This is where you get the concept of this negative prompt. So build something, but pay attention and avoid the negative prompt. Okay. And you can have a little bit more control. So maybe your model has some more fine tuning, some sliders, you know, some hyperparameters. You can expose those in your UI. So you see now we have your prompt, your negative prompt, you have your steps. Think of it as like the more steps, the more time it will take and probably the higher quality. The size of your image with height. So What is the example they use in the course? I don't remember. Beautiful. Say in spring. Oh, low quality, right? They use low quality. Give me high, meaning avoid low quality and give me high quality. Okay. And you can specify the size, the weight. Whoa, whoa. I don't know what's happening here.
Can you try the opposite? Try it high quality as the negative prompt? and see
Oh,
if
you
it-
want?
Electric skateboards.
What is this? Yeah, I have no idea.
They're cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossom, you got it. Oh, I like that. Thank you, Alyssa. So you want high quality?
Yeah, I'm curious what happens.
As if we haven't desecrated, you know, images now. What is this? Okay.
Oh,
All right. It's better? No?
That's honestly, I think it's higher quality. I don't know.
I different perspective.
But,
What else we want to avoid? Avoid.
avoid cherry blossom.
Oh, you're really taking the fun out of this. Come on. If you're looking for dark, you know, you can just go to the previous model and just say hello. Okay, don't do cherry blossom. Oh, look at that. It invented.
Not DC.
No, what are you talking about? This is DC 100%. This is the Capitol with the Washington Monument, you know? I don't know if it's on top of it or next to it, but
That is really disturbing.
Quick question.
Okay,
for you.
all right, guys, all right.
How does fingers work?
Fingers.
With stable diffusion? Can we adjust it enough so fingers can show up? This is just
I
tossing
think
it out
we'll be
there.
here for a while, so I don't know.
Okay, okay, for
Five,
sure.
maybe. I don't know. Okay. Let me max it out. Is that what you're saying? So more steps, more guidance. Okay, please give me 5 fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't work.
I tended to get it crashing whenever I tried to increase steps.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Let me decrease it.
Oh well, it's all good.
I don't know. Hold on, I'm curious now. All right, next topic, blocks. You can have rows, you can have columns, right? So let's check this out real quick. So you can really specify where the pieces in your UI are going to be. So in this case, I have a row for my prompt. Here, I'll look at the code. So I have the first row. Actually, this is before my row. I have my text box for my label input, my prompt. And then a second row is this. That row has one single column that has all of them. And then another column for the results, right? So first row is my input. Then my second row is all this entire content. And my second row is split into first column and second column. So this is just beautiful day is my favorite. And this work.
Yeah, I played around with it, and I think you have to get to like 50 or more steps to not have like demonic looking people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it definitely, it probably, but obviously it takes more time.
Yeah.
Maybe why you're running into issues.
Yeah. Cool. And the last step here is this accordion. Maybe you have too many parameters. You don't want to show them. Maybe you want to show them to your friends. You hide them like we saw in Streamlit. You have like a drop down. So here, you just want to show them the prompt. A cute cat. I'm sorry about this. Oh, it doesn't run. Cool. I'm okay with that. I don't know why, but nope, they are. Okay, please be cute. Please be cute. Okay, that's it. I'm good. I'm good. It looks like a cat. I'm afraid to scroll. Oh, it's a cute cat. Look at that. I'm okay with that. So maybe cats are better than dogs. Is that what's going on? Internet is so biased. Cool. And let's go to the last one here. This was like a game the course content recommended. He's like, oh, maybe you can combine image generation and text captioning together. So
The captioning doesn't work.
yeah, captioning doesn't work. So for me, this demo didn't work. But the idea was, you give it an image, it gives you a caption, and then you generate another image. And I guess you compare, I guess, or you have fun playing this game. Fine. And the last one was the chat version of it, right? So yeah, so this was like a larger LLM. So all we've seen right now is smaller models. This was like the bigger one. And let's see what this does. So this is the Falcon 40 billion instruct, right? So it's one of the high performing open source models that you can use on your own. All right, has math been invented or discovered? This was a good question, right? If you take math courses, you do all the math, and at the end of the day, this is an important question. Invented. Okay. Okay. Language discovered. It's invented. It's invented. Well, math has been both invented and discovered. It's a human invention in the sense that it's a system of rules and concepts, yeah. It's also discovered in the sense that it's a fundamental aspect of the universe. Ooh. Well.
The way we talked about the universe, or
So how we perceive
universe itself?
itself.
Math is how we talk about it.
Okay.
I'm trying to. What else?
So all we're doing here is basically exposing that model here, Falcon 40 billion, in a nice UI, right? So you have your prompt. What is perfect day in the sea in spring? Please say cherry blossom. Please. Okay, good.
I'm sure it's 20.
All right.
Yeah.
Looks like we might have a let's see, in our code, maybe a completion.
What about it? I think for Mac. Put it if you're an introvert.
Yeah, here you go. Let's make it 4.
I think.
And there were no forests.
Yeah.
What?
But I think you had 20 tokens in the actual interface. That's why it stopped.
Oh, I see.
But like if you scroll down the slider, the origin.
Okay.
I found it interesting that it interprets perfect day as weather,
Yeah.
as opposed to like Congress actually passing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's doing right there.
Visualize it. Come on. This is a text. This is an instruct. This is a text-based model. Yeah. I had a nice day in DC, guys. I went to the National Mall instead of Washington Monument. Okay, the Lincoln Memorial and the Capitol Building. I visited the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. That's a good one. Air and Space Museum. That's a good one.
How would DC have been designed differently if it was done by real scientists?
Whoa. Okay, I like the deep questions. Okay. Let's ask the chatbot maybe that.
I'm intrigued by that answer because it's not that's an instruct model.
Yeah.
Because that's more of like a completion, like, because it didn't give you an answer, it gave you like a continuation. It was a story. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Interesting that it would not really following the typical instructional format.
So now let's.
Has to do with format. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, yeah, I'd say, yeah, like assistant, you're right, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
This more you add a little bit of the chatbot functionality, so it keeps track of your interactions, right? It adds them as context to each prompt, and you keep interacting with it until I guess you run out of memory. There's so many cute days in DC. Okay, National Zoo, National Mall, picnic, tour of the city, local market, new restaurant. What do you recommend for a visitor that likes, I don't know, sushi? Do you have good sushi in this thing? I think we do, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
What happens if triggers I hope doesn't get confused? Like maybe ask Adams.
Oh,
Does the Kevin?
I've been here. It's a good one. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, we can change the topic. I haven't been here, so I don't know this. Yeah.
Does the Kevin even still holds true that Pythagoras didn't exist?
Come on, man. What's the fun in that? Go back to the math question, huh? Invented versus discovered.
Somebody else would be named after somebody. I don't trust a man who doesn't like beans.
No, beans?
Pythagoras. They like beans. They found multiple, like, it's the theorem.
It's true, regardless of who discovered it, yeah? Very good. Fundamental principle would still hold true.
Magical fruit.
Yeah. Cool. Streaming, it's okay. I think that's mainly it. I just wanted to show us what are some capabilities of Gradio. Again, Gradio itself has its own community. Yeah, Gradio app. If you want to look at some examples, let's see. Are there any examples here? Playground, maybe. Oh, this is an actual playground. Filter record, transpose matrix, fine. No, there should be like a community, maybe. Or maybe guides. Okay. Quick start, maybe. Quick start. Cheetah in the water. Oh man, their prompts are, I mean, their outputs is cool. Which model is this? Okay. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with us. I think we covered two ideas on how to create a nice UI. I'm gonna stop sharing here, but that's what I wanted to share. As a reminder before we wrap up, we have this community projects. If you want to add your name here, add them. Later this week, I'll start creating some Slack channels for each project. Like if I see more than 2 people, I'll just create a channel there, and then we can interact together in terms of how do we tackle them. So yeah, it should be fun. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. We did it. Thank you all for joining us online. I'll stop recording here and leave the floor open for